Anybody else turn off the radio when they're parking or whatever you have playing? I was listening to a podcast, and as soon as I got to the doctor's office and I started to park, it seems like there's a lot of people here today. I decided to turn off the radio because I don't know what it is. It confused me, and I'm pretty sure I told you guys this before, but we're going to the OB-GYN office today. Second appointment. I think we're gonna have an appointment every 2 weeks. The next appointment is in 2 weeks for the fertility clinic. I really should have worn that hat today because my hair is messed up so bad. I can't wait to get my hair done. All right, you guys, I'm in the room. I'm about to undress from the waist down. They're gonna do an ultrasound, check my ovaries, check my uterus, check everything to make sure I'm all good, and trying to figure out why I can't conceive or why I'm not conceiving naturally. So I'm really hoping not to do IVF. That would be a goal of mine. I really don't want to, but I just heard how painful it could be with the shots. It just seems so like traumatizing. So I'm just gonna get undressed. This is how everything is looking. All right, guys, I'm all done. Now I'm about to go back out there and wait for the doctor, and she's gonna explain everything that was taking, all the pictures that they took of my uterus. She's gonna explain that to me. So I'm gonna go outside. Just wanna make sure I didn't leave anything. Y'all, why is this process so violating? I feel so violated right now. Now I'm in the next room. This time we're gonna do a pap smear, and she's gonna explain the results for me. So I just feel so violated right now. As I'm telling y'all what I'm doing, I'm telling all of national YouTube what's going on, so can't feel that violated, right? So
like
that
to be
means
1 centimeter usually.
What does that mean though?
That's
like a thickened polyp?
Yeah, so the lining is thick. That means you're producing a lot of estrogen and not much progesterone to shed that lining well.
Oh.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
It makes sense, but I don't understand like what's the worry or like why does that happen?
Okay, what's the concern?
Yeah,
of
what's the
having
concern of a
lining?
thickened lining?
Number one, it can cause irregular bleeding.
Yeah, I deal with
Number
that.
two, if it continues to be thickened and it doesn't shed in the normal way, it can put you at risk of uterus. So this is kind of what it looks like. This is a blown out version. Everything's collapsed. It's kind of squished. So this is what she's measuring. She's measuring the length from here, this top part, to there, and that's about that thick, which is really thick. Procedure and go remove them. You can't just do a pap smear or stick an instrument blindly and say, okay, we got the polyp out, because you don't know where you were targeting with the instrument. I could go in with an instrument. Let me use this pap smear for example. I could go in with an instrument that looks like this. When we do endometrial biopsies for just a thickened lining, no polyp, we're going in through the cervix. I apply a little suction to the tip, and then it just goes in and it suctions tissue from the lining, right? Suctions tissue from. What if the polyp is actually way up there and this thing only goes up to there? Here, yeah. We're not picking up the polyp, so it has to be a targeted resection.
Oh my God, this sounds scary.
No.
Okay.
Surgery to remove it.
Better to know than not to know. At least, like, if I get surgery, we should be fine. I don't know. That's what they said, but
we should get a second opinion too.
All right, you guys. So, quick update from the OB-GYN. So, it looks like we're going to have to hit pause on going to the fertility because I'm going to have to do surgery. I have a polyp, which is a thick lining. I am going to insert everything she said. I did record it this time just so I can remember it. And you guys can probably get a better understanding of what's going on. There's definitely a lot of smart people in here. But yeah, I'm going to rewatch the videos again with Brenton when I get home. Just so we could get a better understanding, look it up to see what's going on. But Brenton is insisting that we go get a second opinion. So we're going to have to try to get on this really fast. She said that is the reason why it's been difficult to get pregnant and why my hormones are all out of whack. Basically just being frustrated about everything, not knowing this. So good thing that I know now. So I'm just going to go home. I said I'm never going to cry on the internet, and I stand by that. So I'll be right back. What's up, you guys? So as you guys saw in the previous clips, I was starting the vlog for the week, like a regular day, going to my doctor's appointment. Of course, I was vlogging it because I wanted to keep you guys updated because we are going through the fertility journey together. I know how excited we all are about conceiving and bringing a little Brent and Myrrh. We talk about it all the time. So of course I was vlogging, but I do want to start from the beginning of how we got here. Of course you guys saw the diagnosis already and what the doctor said. I try to make sure I take out all the crying because I don't want to cry on the internet. But you guys know this is like a vulnerable situation for me. So we've been together for about like what, 13 years. Yeah. Married for about to be 4. Wow. Got engaged at 7 years. Yeah. And we kept saying, obviously we're young, college. Yeah. We're not gonna have kids yet. Of course, obviously we're just trying to get our money up.
Right. We were trying.
Broke college students.
I wanted to do it the right way, honestly.
Yeah.
I wanted to make an honest woman out of her first.
Yeah.
I didn't just want to like. Nothing wrong with people who have kids and they've been together and not married. That's their decision. Yeah. But I just wanted to make sure before I have a kid, I'm financially stable. I'm married. I have a home. Yeah. So that's why it took so long, and we wanted to make sure we're happy. Yeah. Before we can bring a baby. That's gonna add additional blessing into the family.
Yeah, and happiness.
Yeah.
So we weren't really trying, and then after the first year, we were just like, okay, cool. And then after the second year, we're like, it's okay. But of course, you guys kept questioning when you guys having kids, when you guys having kids. Yeah. And I didn't really feel pressured, and I didn't really mind the question because, yeah, we were not preventing. We did say that. We were like, we're not preventing. Right. But we had questions after the 3rd year. So last year, we started having like questions as to like, wait, why isn't it happening? And then that's when I was like, okay, I think I need to start my fertility journey. And that's when we decided to seek out a doctor. In September, I met with a primary care, which then they recommended me to go to an OB-GYN, which that took a long time. I met with her in January.
To be honest with you guys also, the main reason why these timelines are so gappy and it's like a long time is because every time we schedule a doctor's appointment, they're like, oh, come in 3 months. It'll be 3 months away or 4 months away. And the fact that we just moved down to this state, we had to make sure we get the insurance situation set up down here, make sure we get good insurance. And then she had to schedule doctor's appointment, and every single doctor's appointment is literally 3-4 months apart. Yeah. Which is crazy. And this is why now I feel like the only thing I'm thinking about is basically keep her primary care, and then also contact some private clinics as well, private practice, to see if we can get any solution faster, or see if when she wants to go to the doctor, if that one is taking too long, we can just go to the private practice.
So 2 weeks ago, I went to the OB-GYN. It was mostly establishing care. Then and 2 weeks later, which was just this past Monday, they had me come in for an ultrasound. And I was going in hoping to hear that I am pregnant. Of course, I didn't want to share that with you guys because it is too early. I felt some pain in my uterus. I felt like some bad cramping, and I'm like 2 days late on my period. I didn't tell Brenton this. I wanted to surprise him. Wow. You did ask when did I get my period, and I said no, but I made it seem like, oh, it'll come soon. Right. But I made sure it's not a big deal to Brenton. So when I was going in to the doctor's appointment, I was hoping they could tell me, oh, there's a baby in there, and I could surprise Brenton. So when I went in there with the pain, I did express that to the initial nurse that was taking my vitals. I don't know if that's a good sign or not. And she said, don't worry, we're doing a vaginal ultrasound today. We'll get all of that checked out. And if you want to take a pregnancy test, we can do that as well. And I was like, okay, cool. When I was in the room and she was taking the pictures of my uterus, I was excited. I was like, oh, do you see a baby in there? Just being myself and kind of excited and hopeful. And I think that's why I was like really emotional and lost for words afterwards. She's like, no, there's nothing in there, but like I said, we can take a pregnancy test. And I said, okay. She took all the pictures, and then I went back into the waiting room. Then she called me back in again for the doctor to come in. I had to remove my clothes. I was also getting a pap smear as well. I waited in the room, and then she came in. She's like, well, Merlinda, unfortunately, we figured out why you can't conceive. And I was like, it was just gut-wrenching. So the reason why it was just, I immediately was just like freaking out is just because of the fact that I was hopeful. I thought I would have been pregnant with the pain that I was feeling, but she said I have a thick polyp in my uterus. That's why nothing is able to get through. And I did leave some clips in the video of a little bit of what she had to say about it. Basically, in order for me to even try to conceive, I have to have a surgical procedure to remove it. But it is a sign of like early PCOS. And you guys are really smart down in the comments, because she said that does lead to heavy bleeding and all the concerns I've been telling you guys probably for like months, years on this channel. You guys were like, maybe you have endometriosis, maybe you have PCOS, maybe you have this, maybe you have that. And you guys were so right. So I'm so glad I finally got checked. She did say if I don't take care of it right away, it can be cancerous. So that's the stuff that also made me cry, because nobody wants to hear that, you know? But we are being hopeful. I shared a little bit on Instagram, and I feel so bad for going onto Instagram prematurely, not being able to form a proper sentence for you guys on Monday, because yes, I was holding my tears back, and I'm holding my tears back now because I don't want to cry on the internet. But I do feel bad for going prematurely, but now you guys understand the whole situation. And I was feeling like hopeless, but now I'm feeling a lot hopeful. I'm so glad I did share though, because you guys gave me so much hope. And Brent also gave me so much hope. He's over here saying, no, this is not, you know, the end. We're gonna look into it more, and that's what I needed.
Also, I wanted to take action to get a second opinion, and we contacting other private practice to get a vaginal ultrasound to see what's going on, because they did say, well, Merlinda told me, the doctor said it's getting a little big.
It's thick.
It's getting thick. So we want to make sure we take care of it as soon as possible. And yeah, I mean, we being hopeful, and after the surgery, hopefully everything goes right. We're gonna pray to make sure everything goes right, and you know, proceed with the whole pregnancy journey to see if we can conceive.
She said it is gonna be hard to conceive, and I really didn't want to go through IVF because I saw some people say how like painful it is. So that's the problem too. Like I just really wanted to just, we're having fun, and then I just get pregnant. It just seems so painful.
Right.
And like a long drawn out process, and so much to your body, you know? So that's why I didn't really want to do it.
This is what's going on right now, guys. We just wanted to let you guys know, because I know Merlinda did post a video on Instagram, and you guys didn't completely know what was going on, but this is exactly what's going on. We wanted to update you guys.
Keep us in your prayers, you guys. I know God has the final say at the end of the day. Doctors could say one thing, but God has a different plan, a different way of things. Maybe I am a testament to what he can do. I feel like we don't have a platform for no reason. I feel like God is using us in some way, shape, or form. So maybe I could be an example of the glory he can do and the amazing miracles that he can make. So that's what I've been telling myself. And of course, thanks to you guys too, because you guys have been literally amazing. Not like one negative message on Instagram. So I really definitely appreciate y'all for that 1,000%. And I think this is a good thing. I think we're gonna come out of this as a miracle, as a testament to what God can really do. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. There's gonna be more content, not regarding this. I just wanted this to be a separate video. We started the weekly vlog, but we're just gonna end the video now and then start a new vlog, so it's not in the same thing. But like Brent says, after every appointment, we'll let you guys know what's going on and stuff like that. And it could help people, because some people in our messages were saying how they're going through the same thing, and they feel comfort in me sharing my experience. And I will definitely share what I know and what the doctors are saying, if something works for me. I'm definitely gonna look into holistic herbs as well. So if I see something and it's working for me, I'll definitely share those as well. But so far, I will keep everyone who is going through this in my prayers. Thank you for everyone who is praying for us. I really, really feel good that we're gonna come out of this on top. I'm starting to feel hopeful, optimistic, and of course I have my handsome
Trying to keep
comfort
her happy,
person.
make her laugh so she can
I know.
forget about her situation, because Lord knows I really don't like the hospital, to be honest with you. I hate hospital, and the fact that you have to go through surgery. That's that, you know, I hope I can be in the room with you.
Yeah,
You know,
no.
I hope they'll let me
I
in the
asked
room
them
with you.
this time because I was so mad that I got the news without you. Because last time he went with me, he had to stay in the car. He couldn't even come in with me. So then this appointment, I asked them if he could come. They said no. So I was like, babe, it's fine. I'll just drive. And Brent is always driving me around. But this time I was like, babe, it's fine. I could just drive. Last time I didn't want you sitting in the hot sun. So this time I was like, man, the one time I wish he was sitting in the hot sun waiting for me, and that's when he wasn't. So, but
yeah, this is the end of this video. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, y'all, and make sure you turn on your post notifications so you get notified every single time we post a brand new video.
Bye, guys.